Hello, everyone. Once again, we are here to talk to the fabulous Laurel Desiree. I tell you, she is absolutely positively teaching us how to be fabulous. This whole series, Dare to be Fabulous, is just so exciting. And so, Desiree, what do you have for us today?
I'm excited, Cynthia, because today what I want to talk about is a career in fashion. You know that it's not easy to have one, and a lot of people allow things to get in their way, even though they have a deep desire to have a career in fashion, and they start thinking things like, well, I need to live in California, or I need to live in New York, or it takes a lot of money, or I need to go to school for 50 years. So they allow all these little things to get in their way, and they don't start. So today we're going to talk about what we have to offer as a career in fashion, because right now we are committed to bringing on 150 new fashion consultants, which I am so excited about, offering people the opportunity to become a fashion consultant, and we're just making fashion dreams come true.
Well, that is so exciting, Leo, because I know when you talk to me about it, I've always been fascinated with fashion, but I really didn't think that I was the fashion type. But when I started getting into it and just, looking at all the different styles and the colors and how they made me feel, I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. And I tell you, I have been having so much fun introducing my friends, to the company and just the different styles that I'm wearing now. And I tell you, it has just been so exciting because I never thought that I could be a fashionista.
It is a lot of fun, and that's the great part about a career in fashion. It's a lot of fun. Of course, there's work involved as well, commitment, all those kind of things. But when you enjoy what you're doing, all the rest of it makes it's worthwhile.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I've never really done anything with fashion, but I found that I kind of knew what went together and knew what I liked and knew, no, that doesn't look good. Yes, that looks good, and so forth. And so, I was better at it than what I thought. And I tell you, I just love, playing dress up and looking, great in all the clothes and, just all the things that comes with being a fashion consultant with Laurel Desiree. And then, oh my goodness, the discounts and the free clothes and the new items and the, being on the website, modeling the clothes and so forth. It's just been a lot of fun, Leo.
It is a lot of fun. And I think that as we move further and further in the career and in what we're doing, it's going to get better and better. So I am just really excited about it, looking to bring on a lot more people. I'm just going to take a minute to introduce my Vice President and good friend, Cynthia Sly. And we're also today going to interview one of our fashion consultants, Heather Hayes, and she's going to tell us more about how much fun she's having and her career in fashion and what really made her get started. But before we get to Heather, I want to talk about Cynthia's business, Team Take Charge. We've got some exciting things coming along with that as well.
Oh, yes. I'm just so excited about the Take Charge movement. I tell you, it is just a phenomenal movement that helped a lot of entrepreneurs get the word out about their company. And your company is an active member in the organization. And we have so many great events that are going on. We have a big one October the 27th in Silver Spring, and I'm sure there'll be some information shown on that. But I tell you what, it's just awesome when you can get, hundreds of people together and entrepreneurs, they just bring a spirit with them, you know?
Yes.
And just, people just doing it big in today's economy. And so I'm excited to be a part of that and to assist, business owners and entrepreneurs on, helping them make their dreams come true.
And those two things go hand in hand. It takes a lot of courage to be an entrepreneur, to step out there and do something on your own. So that's our topic for today. the courage to step out and do the things that are in your heart rather than play it safe and just look for that good government job, which is nothing wrong with that. But if that's for you, it's great. But if God is calling you to something else, you got to be brave and take that step and move toward it.
You got to take charge, Leo.
Yes, you do. Okay, so I asked Miss Heather Hayes to join us today because this young lady has quite a story, and I know I'm putting her on the spot today.
Yes, definitely.
But it's such a moving story that I think it really has to be told. I am so proud of her. I really am. You know, when I first met, I was trying to remember how we first met. Do you remember?
Well, I found your information on the computer, and then I called you. And when I called you, you told me to come out. And I'm like, wow, how am I going to get all the way out here? Because I live in Baltimore, so driving all the way out to Clinton, Maryland, I'm like, wow, okay. But I want to meet her, and I read your story on the website, and I was like, I want to meet her, and I think she can help me become a wardrobe stylist. So that's how we met.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that's the thing I love about you is your courage. You would just take a step and move forward. You've been going through some trials in her life. First of all, Heather has 7 children.
Yes.
Wow.
She has
Girl,
6
you're
boys.
looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Wow.
And just had her first girl.
First girl. 6 boys, 1 girl.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, and that so that's a challenge.
That's
by
a
itself.
challenge right there to be a wardrobe stylist, and I really felt like it was not in my ability to do until I met Laurel, and she was, like, that's nothing. When I told her that, I'm like, really, I can do this? She's like, yes, and she just basically held my hand. Almost, I feel like in a way, Laurel is like a second mother in a way. She came and she stepped in when I thought that I couldn't do anything, and you gave me hope to do something. And it was hard, but even when I had my daughter, you telling me to come back out and do it, it means a lot to me. It means a great amount to me, just the world to me, that you just came to help me and guide me through all of this. So I'm very happy with Laurel and Laurel Desiree, House of Fashion. It's just a big step for me.
It is a big step because I had 3 children and I had a husband, someone there to help me, and it was still overwhelming. Right. So I know with 7 children, just to step out there and go it on your own, it is a major challenge. Right. And you are just so brave to just go ahead and make that move. And you're right. When we started, it was just the boys, and then we found out you were pregnant.
Right, because I was like going speed ahead, like, where do you want me to go?
Right.
And I went here, and I went to this networking party, and I went here, and then when I found I was pregnant, I'm like, oh, wow. Like, how am I going to do all this running around? And I found out that I was pregnant when I was at the networking party, because I'm like, everything was smelling bad. I'm like, and I came out to, out to the fashion house, and I'm like, what am I going to tell her? And then even when I told you, you say, well, you still can take steps, and you can do a lot from home. So it's always, I think, for mothers, if you think you can't do anything from home, this would be something great for you. Mm-hmm. If you're a mother with a lot of children, if you're a mother that stays at home, if you want a part-time job as a mother, I think this is something great that you can do, and it's feasible and in your reach to actually do.
Yes, it very much is. And so once we found out you were pregnant, and I said, okay, do some stuff at home,
right.
Have your baby, and we'll talk again and get right. things going again afterwards. So I called you a few months after. I said, well, how's the baby?
Right.
How are things going? Are you ready to work yet? And Miss Heather said, yes, I am. And I was, yes, I said, wow, this girl's a go-getter.
Yes,
Got to
yes.
keep her on my team, keep her motivated, and keep her moving forward so she can take charge.
Take charge. Take
Definitely
charge.
taking charge of my life.
Yes, and that is so key today. And the reason I bring that up is because I come across a lot of people who offer a lot of excuses. Now, I know life has its challenges. We all have our challenges. But when you want something, you take the challenges, you pick them up, and you keep on going, you know? And they'll call me, well, I can't do it because of this, or I'm going through that, and this is my situation. Yeah, okay, that's fine, but let's keep going. So, you know, Heather was just one of those people that was just always, yes, I can, we can go forward. And I'm like, I'm always waiting for her to tell me, I can't, Desiree,
Right.
but she never, ever does. So I am just so proud to have her on my team. So I wanted to talk about you as a stylist. How are you enjoying that? How are you going through that?
I think the biggest thing for me was going and training for the closet analysis, because after seeing the customer, our client, seeing her so happy, it's just realizing that you can do more. And as a stylist, you're not just making over somebody and putting clothes on them. You're actually getting into their life and their personal life and their habits and why they do things, or why they love a certain item, or their attachment to different things and their environment and how they live. So being a wardrobe stylist is just, it's a lot more things that come to it, and just realizing that with you doing the training with the closet analysis and just doing training and going different places, it was an eye-opener for me, because I just thought it was just put the clothes on people and make them look good, but it's more than that.
Well, you bring up a really good point, and for me it is more than that, because I think most stylists do what you're saying, just put some clothes on somebody,
Right.
and most of the time they're thinking in terms of a celebrity. So what we're bringing to the table is the everyday woman,
Right.
and she needs to look fabulous going to work or wherever she's running with the children or whatever it is she needs to do. There's no reason not to look your absolute
Right.
best. So. Yeah, and getting into the person's psyche, delving into what's in their hearts and finding out what the barriers are keeping them from looking their absolute best, because there are issues, things we bring from our family life, things, you know, that just come upon us to make us make decisions that aren't the absolute best ones. So I think that's a very important part of what Laurel Desiree, the company, does, is really help people escalate their whole lifestyle, not just their wardrobe.
Right. It's not about making you into the next fashionista. It's about working within your lifestyle. And that's what I love about it. It's working within that person's lifestyle to make them feel like they're doing the best they can with what they have, and that is in their reach, that they can dress a certain way or portray a certain image. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah, we use clothing and jewelry and those things to empower women from a different way. So even though we're talking about clothing and we're talking about how people are dressing, it's really a beauty coming from the inside outward that that we did. That closet that we did with one of our clients, who then joined our team, which I'm really excited about. She was very excited, and she signed us up for a fashion show in Richmond. Yeah, so she's hustling out there as well. So we're enjoying the idea of expanding into that part of Virginia.
And I think another key thing is she signed up on a budget, because at first she felt like she couldn't sign up for a budget, like have clothes and buy clothes for herself. But when Laurel was talking to her about signing up for a budget, whether it be $50 or $100 or $200 set aside for you for the clothes that you need in your wardrobe, that's a key thing for a woman to understand, that I need to buy clothes for myself, not just for the children or my husband, but for me, and set aside that budget and keep the budget. And that's what Leo Desiree House of Fashion helps you to do, is to have that budget.
That is an important issue, because as women, we tend to put everything else, make everything else a priority and put ourselves on the back burner. But when you do it on the budget, it's automatic. And it's not something you think about. In fact, we take all the thought out of it. We can do the thinking for you. So it leaves you free to take care of everybody else.
Exactly, which is wonderful.
And I love that budget plan because I'm on the budget plan myself. And my parents are doing a big, huge celebration tomorrow for their 50th wedding anniversary. And because of the budget, I was able to save each month. And then when it was time for me to pick my dress, Miss Laurel Desiree hooked me up with the perfect dress and the accessories and just the whole 9 yards. And as a busy professional, you know, you don't really have time, you know, to go out and look for the particular color that you're looking for. And I tell you, having Laurel, she just did everything for me, you know, from the accessories to the color to the fit, everything. And so I tell you, I really love it. And I didn't have to worry about, man, can I afford this? Because each month I was saving a little bit for this special occasion, and I'll keep saving for other things that I want to purchase.
That does make it easy and doable, and no excuses not to take the time to do for your own self. Yeah, we are all very busy.
Definitely.
But doing for yourself, and also doing for yourself and having the budget plan helps you to expand your business. A lot of what I like to talk to women about is reaching your goals, whatever they are. I mean, everybody's goals can be different.
Right.
It could be, I want a husband. It could be a raise, a promotion on the job. It could be taking my business to the next level. Whatever your personal goals are, what we want to do is help you let your clothes serve as a tool to help you reach your goal. And it always does. Sometimes if you're working on a job and you know the work, you're a great worker, you know the work, but other people are being moved up before you, it could have a lot to do with how the impression you're making. Because when I say professional or I say executive, there's an image that comes to mind. So if your presentation, your personal presentation, does not meet that image, you could be very well passed over, even though you're very knowledgeable and a great worker. So the clothing has a lot to do with reaching your goal, even as far as attracting the opposite sex. Sometimes we can go into looking dowdy, which is not very attractive, or we can go all the way over to the other extreme of being overexposed, which is will attract the wrong type of person.
Exactly.
So there's like a happy medium that would help you how you would look and present yourself, your personal presentation, that helps you to move toward the goal of finding the right mate. So I wanted to know what motivated you to become a stylist, not just with Laurel Desiree, but how long have you been wanting to be in fashion?
I think it started in high school when I started working at a local retail store, and I started seeing how I could help people and putting stuff together, and then a lot of my friends would give me different outfits to put together. So I think it started when I was in high school, and then it got even further when I was leaving out of high school and I wanted to go to FIT. But I didn't get accepted to FIT like you, but I still had that hope that I could do that and be a wardrobe stylist. And I would see it on TV, and I would always wear different clothes, different ways, and people always love how I put things together. So as I was working as a makeup artist, I would see wardrobe stylists on the set, like for different photo shoots, and then I would ask them, how did you get into it? And they would sometimes say, well, I gathered together clothes and I did this, I did that, or I went to school. So I was always wondering, how could I get into being a wardrobe stylist? Because it was always, I guess it was just something that was self-taught, and then just working with different people in the industry, then that helped me to get into doing the wardrobe styling and doing it for photo shoots.
Oh, okay. So you did do it before for photo shoots before
Yes.
we okay. That's excellent.
Right.
Excellent. Did you have any questions for Heather?
Well, I just want to say that your story is amazing, and I'm just so happy that, you know, no matter what, that you're, you know, pushing towards your dream and your goals and so forth. And so that is just so tremendous and to be applauded, because so many people, when they, you know, meet obstacles and challenges, and we all will, you know, that they give up on their dream. But I just want to congratulate you for not doing that and to keep going.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is so commendable.
And I hope it will help other mothers to know that. And that was also something that I always tried to instill in myself, is no matter what, as a mother, I don't want to look like I had 7 children, like I'm just ran through. And a lot of people say to me, oh, if I had that many, I would not have any hair. Like, how do you even put on makeup and decide what you're going to wear? And I'm like, I don't know. That definitely has to be God in my life, because sometimes I don't think I can do it, but I don't want to portray that image that I'm going to be worn down and I forget about myself. So when I tell somebody I had 7 children, and they like, what? You look like that? And they have 1 or none, and they like, wait a minute, let me get this together now. And I'm like, I'm not trying to boast or be proud about it, but that was something that I decided for myself. And you have to decide that for yourself, of how you want to look, or how you want to be. It's not because of somebody else, it's what you want to do for yourself. And then you can turn over that leaf and say, I would like to present myself always like this.
It takes work and it takes effort. I recently wrote a blog about that beauty takes work. It's not something that just happens. Even like the women like Kim Kardashian, she's a very beautiful woman, but you better believe she puts in some hours before she leaves the house, okay? She works on that, you know? And it's the work of planning the wardrobe, the work on the makeup on your face, the work of planning your jewelry and picking out the right accessories. So it is work. And it is worthwhile work. The thing I love, I have had to learn to enjoy being a girl and come into being a girly girl. You know, we are bombarded with sort of what is that, women's lib type actions. And, you know, when we take a job and when you are working and you have children and you have to do all these things, it does become a little overwhelming, and you let some things go by the wayside, and how we look normally one of those things. Or it just becomes a mediocre. We don't take the extra step. So I have recently had to learn how to be a girly girl and enjoy that. Enjoy the fluff, enjoy the pink, enjoy the lace, enjoy the cooking, enjoy the cleaning, all of it that goes with it. So it's a challenge, but when you make the decision that that's the way you want your life to go, it's very, very rewarding. Awkward silence. So, well, I want to thank you, Heather, for coming on the show. And thank you, Cynthia, for always being by my side. And what we're going to do is allow Heather has one of her favorite outfits. She loves the waterfall jacket. So, so she's going to show it, her fall favorite, and she's going to show us and tell us why it is her fall favorite, and we will be back shortly. We're back with Heather Hayes, our Laurel Desiree fashion consultant. And she's going to talk to us about her favorite pick for the Wardrobe Essential collection that we have this fall.
Well, my favorite pick for fall is the waterfall jacket. And It has so many benefits to it and versatility for your wardrobe. And I think it can replace the blazer because a lot of people are getting into the blazer and it's a nice look, but this also is a really nice look if you want to switch up and do a jacket. And what I love about it is that you can wear it to work or to a nice event or out on a date. And this is more so like if you go to work or even if you go on a date, this more is a look with this, with the waterfall jacket. But you can also pair it up with jeans and a white shirt. You can do it with some nice pants, some nice slacks with a button-up shirt. It's very versatile of what you can put it with. So that's why it's my fall favorite, because we think of sweaters, we think of the blazer, we think of maybe a cargo jacket, a jean jacket. A lot of people love jean jacket, but this also can replace that. And it just has a soft feel to it, and it's very comfortable. Instead of getting maybe a little grandma sweater or anything like that, this can replace it and give you the nice shape and style that you need. And I really think it does. I think it's for any body type. That's why I love it. It goes with any shape, any person, tall, short, you know. It's just a nice essential item that you should have in your wardrobe.
I like the idea that you gave our client that she could keep because she was saying that she had these little jackets that she would wear, and you suggested that she should keep the waterfall jacket in her car so it would be available to her when she was traveling around with the children. And I thought that was a great idea because it doesn't wrinkle. You can keep it and throw it in the back, you can pick it up and wear it again.
And that's my key thing when I go and I take my sons to school, is I want to look nice when I take them. And I don't want to look like I'm just, you know, beat and I woke up and I rolled out of the bed. And I think this is a nice piece that you can have as a mother on the go. For me, I know that it's a great piece to have in your wardrobe. And keep it in your car and just throw it on where you won't forget it and you walk out the door looking crazy. At least you have one piece on that looks nice. When somebody says, "Where did you get that from?" At least somebody can say that about you. And it's just, I love this piece, and I think it's a great piece that you should have for fall, because we usually dress in layers because right now the weather is kind of funny, so you don't know if you should wear long sleeves, if you should wear short sleeves. But my tip is dress in layers. So if you even have on a tank, you can put this on. So if it gets hotter during the day, you can take it off, but you'll still have it in the car where once it gets cold and the sun goes down, you can put it back on. But it's not a coat or a heavy jacket. It's just something like a sweater, but it's more comfortable and it has more of a, I think, sleeker lines for you, for your wardrobe.
We've adorned it with the pearls just to show you how it looks dressed up. We really want you to see the jacket itself and how casual and how comfortable. It's a very soft knit sweater fabric, so it's very, very comfortable. Lightweight, but warm enough to keep you warm. And it comes in all of the
neutrals.
Neutral colors, the black, the off-white. We also have it in red. And you can find it on our website, laurel.com. One of our favorite, along with our other wardrobe essentials. The essentials are basically items that you probably need in your wardrobe right now to go with the things that you already have. But the essentials also work very well together. So you can take the pieces and create suits and mix and match them so that they go with each other, and then take your waterfall jacket, throw it over it, and go.
Right. And this is another piece that if you have a suit, because I did a closet analysis where she didn't want to break up her suit, but this is a great way to replace the blazer to match up with that skirt or those pants that go with the suit. So all the way around, the waterfall jacket is just a great piece that you must have in your closet.
Great. Well, I thank you so much, Heather.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. And we thank you for joining us today. And I just want to remind you that you only have one life to live. This is it. This is the one. So I dare you, I double D dare you to be fabulous. Have a great night.